future nurses. Congratulations. You may be seated. I'm Nicole Winkler, the Dean of Health and Life Sciences at Piedmont Virginia Community College, and it's truly my pleasure to welcome you to today's nursing pinning ceremony. Before we begin the ceremony, I'd like to introduce our stage party. Dr. Jean Runyon, our college president. Dr. Leonda Keniston, our vice president of academic affairs and workforce development. Dr. Clarissa Moctezuma, our Associate Dean of Nursing. Carol Clark, who will honor our nurses with awards of excellence. Azra Faisand, Assistant Professor of Nursing. And then I would like for all of our nursing faculty to please stand and be recognized for all the hard work that you do to make this possible for our students. Yeah. I would also like to recognize our ASL interpreters, Bernice Venuto and JD Dow. Thank you for being here. I would also like to take a moment to recognize our faculty and staff. Can you please stand and be recognized for all that you've done to make this ceremony happen so flawlessly today. Thank you so much for all of your hard work behind the scenes. And our B&G staff, if you're out there, please. You guys are unbelievably the unwavering folks in the background who do so much work to make this come together. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize our college leadership who are sitting back here, who are always here supporting our students. We've got Dr. Scott Jeffries, who is our Vice President of Finance. Scott. Dr. Andrew Renshaw, who is our Vice President of Student Affairs, not Academic Affairs, Student Affairs. Student Affairs. Brittany Resman, our Associate VP of Institutional Research. We have our AVP of Technology Services, Josh Fitzpatrick. I'm looking back there. We have Kim Van Savage, our AVP of Human Resources. And I don't see him out there right now, but I know he's in here somewhere. Harry Stillerman, who is our Vice President of Advancement, somewhere around here. I also did get a sneak peek of one of our College Board representatives of Buckingham County. Joyce Gooden is here in the audience with us, and she was also a former nurse. So thank you for being here. And any of the College Board representatives that are here today, thank you so much for joining us in this ceremony. It means a lot to our students. And the faculty and preceptors that in the audience who have guided and challenged and believed in our students, please stand and be recognized for all of the hard work you do to get our students to this point. Here we are. Todd, I see you. Yeah. Sometimes these folks believe in our students before they fully believe in themselves. And if you are a clinical instructor or teaching faculty member here at PVCC, you know the hard work, sweat, and tears it took for these students to get into the program and now to be graduating. We're so excited for all of you. And to the families and the friends in the audience, thank you for being the support system that made this journey possible. The roles you played for these students, their therapists, their personal chefs, alarm clocks, occasional anatomy tutors, and of course the unwavering cheerleaders that you all are for our students. Truly, thank you for all that you do. And today marks an important milestone, one that celebrates not only academic achievement, but personal transformation. Each of our nursing graduates here today have walked a long and challenging road to reach this very moment. They've studied endlessly, survived clinical rotations, navigated care plans, learned to think critically under pressure, and discovered just how far they can be pushed before a group meltdown over dosage calculations. And they laugh, but they know it's true. And yet they did persevere. And they grew. And they did it with compassion, with grit, and a whole lot of coffee. Today is not just about a pin. It's about what that pin symbolizes. It represents long hours in hospitals and classrooms. It represents moments of doubt and determination, late-night group texts, and the unwavering belief that nursing isn't just a profession, it is truly a calling. To our graduates, you have earned our admiration, every single one of you. You've chosen a career that will place you in the middle of people's most difficult moments, and their most joyful ones, too. You'll be the calm in the chaos, the advocate when no one else speaks up, the gentle presence when words fail, and that kind of strength isn't taught in textbooks. It comes from your heart. And to the families, friends, and loved ones in the room, thank you. You have been a lifeline. Whether you provided pep talks to our students, childcare, snacks, or just an occasional, you can do this. You helped carry these students across the finish line, and today we celebrate you as well. So the pinning ceremony is a cherished tradition in the nursing profession, an act of honoring your journey, your growth, and your readiness to serve. And we are so proud of each of you. And we can't wait to see the difference that you, each one of you, will make in this world. So at this time, I would like to welcome our college president, Dr. Jean Runyon, who will offer welcoming remarks.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this special occasion, the Nurses Pinning Ceremony. The pinning ceremony is rich with tradition, and it marks the transition from student to nurse. To the family members and friends who are gathered here, thank you for supporting these graduates. Your encouragement is the foundation upon which their success is built. And to our remarkable faculty, staff, and healthcare partners, thank you. You played a pivotal role in preparing the new nurses we honor today. Nursing students, today we are here to celebrate you and your accomplishments and to welcome you into the nursing profession. Each of you brings an original story, meaningful experiences, unique perspectives, and remarkable talents, all of which will shape the compassionate care you deliver to your patients. This year, the ceremony holds an especially personal meaning for me. I recently came across a box among my mother's belongings. Inside was her nursing pin, her cap, and her cape, items that she carefully kept for more than 70 years. She cherished these because of what they represented, her calling, her commitment, and the lives she touched through her work as a nurse. And today, you will also receive your pin. It carries great meaning. Like my mother's, it represents not just what you have achieved, but the countless moments of care, compassion, and courage that lie ahead. As H. Jackson Brown Jr. stated, never give up on anybody. Miracles happen every day, and you will be part of those everyday miracles. You will be there for your patients in the best of times, maybe the birth of a child, or when someone finally gets to go home to their family after an extended day in the hospital. You will be there in the most urgent of times when every moment counts to save a life. And you will be there at the saddest of times when all you can do is listen and comfort. You will hear, "Thank you, nurse, for the little things you do for your patients." Even seemingly small gestures will soothe the human heart and spirit. Each of you will touch lives and hearts every single shift. And long after today, long after this ceremony, your work and the meaning behind your pin will stay with you. It will become part of your story, just as it did for my mother. On behalf of all of us at Piedmont Virginia Community College, thank you, nurses.
Thank you, President Runyon. It is now my pleasure to introduce our Vice President of Academic Affairs and Workforce Development, Leonda Kenningston, who will be presenting the congratulatory remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations, class of 2026. It really is an honor to stand before you. And before I get into my speech, I want to just tell you one thing. Dr. Runyon mentioned her mother, but I have a tradition of nurses in my family as well that have been highly committed. My aunts, my cousins, and many other family members who took this path because they knew that it was a path that honored and served humanity. And so when I look at you, I see nothing but the future. And it makes me very proud. But let me get back into my script. I went off topic just a moment. So there are few moments more worthy of celebration than this one. Few that remind us what it looks like when ordinary people choose to do extraordinary things. That is exactly what you have done. People will tell you nursing is about caring, and they're right, but that is not the whole story. Nursing is assessment, it is judgment, it is fierce advocacy for a person who may have no one else in that room speaking up for them. It is knowing when something is wrong and having the courage to say so. That's what you learned at PVCC, with your faculty and among peers, not just how to perform tasks, how to think, how to see, how to ask the question that hasn't been asked yet. Because here is the truth about healthcare. It is never just technical, now is it? At its core, it's a relationship built on trust between someone who is vulnerable and frightened and someone who has chosen, like yourselves, to show up anyway. Nurses stand closest to the whole person. Your patients may not remember every clinical decision, but they will remember, they always remember, whether someone made them feel heard, whether someone in their most frightened moment looked them in the eye and said, "I've got you," right? This pen, the pen that you're going to receive this afternoon, is a declaration of trust. And so I want to leave you with this. Nursing is powerful not because it is loud, but because it is present. Present when the night is long and the family is afraid. Present when something is wrong and you are the one who catches it. Present when the right action taken at the right time changes a life. That person is you. That moment is coming, and you are ready. So once again, congratulations, PVCC Nursing Class 2026. We at PVCC, the faculty, the staff, the administrators, we are so proud of you. We believe in you. And these patients, the patients that you are going to touch, are better for the work you are now prepared to do. Congratulations.
Hello, everyone. I'm Azra Faisant. I'm a proud faculty member here. I want to start to recognize this cohort. Over the last 2 years, you all navigated a season of firsts alongside all of us. When you started here, everything was new. A brand new platform, new books, a new testing system. There was frustrations and plenty of trial and error, yet you all showed up every day with patience and determination. It really takes a remarkable class to stick together through that kind of transition, but you did it. We did it. This group is also a milestone for our program. We're so proud to graduate our first LPN to RN Bridge students who brought leadership and experience that strengthened this entire group. We're also celebrating our first Earn While You Learn graduates. The real-world knowledge you all brought into our classroom was an incredible support to your peers. You have grown, you have worked hard, and you have proven you are ready for what's next. You are truly a special class that I will remember forever. We're so proud of you, who you are, and the nurses you're about to become. Congratulations to each and every one of you. You've earned this moment. I am honored to start introducing our two student speakers today, one representing the day cohort and one representing the evening cohort. These students were chosen by their peers as their voices of their class. They bring forward the experiences and triumphs that have shaped this journey. Brittany Langford will be our first speaker representing the day cohort, and Shane Shelton, our second speaker representing our evening cohort.
Hi. Good afternoon, faculty, family, friends, and my fellow soon-to-be harbingers of health. I present to you our final SBAR. The situation today is a little hard to believe. After felt like a pulse-pounding journey full of excruciating exams, nerve-wracking clinicals, and an almost code-inducing amount of energy, we are officially graduating. Right now, we're stable, alert, and oriented, although maybe slightly disoriented from the lack of sleep. But despite the stress, tears, and occasional urge to throw in the stethoscope, we're standing here ready to take our place in the world of nursing. Our background. So let's assess our history. We started as students who barely knew how to auscultate, practicing on classmates while our professors definitely judged us silently. We survived approximately 50 exams, completed what felt like 1 million prep U's, and consumed enough caffeine to keep an entire unit running. Somewhere along the way, we learned to adapt quickly and answer a call bell even faster. Our first clinicals were filled with nerves, sweaty hands, and the constant fear of sleeping through our alarms. But we grew. We learned how to auscultate, how to remain calm in scary situations, and how to care for a patient with both heart and skills. Through every challenge, our family and friends supported us, even when it felt like we should run away. Now we're on to our assessment. So what's our current condition? We're now a group of rock star graduates who can stab you accurately, do our ABCs, and confidently say, let me double check that. We've developed resilience, teamwork, and the ability to find extra flushes even during the most chaotic shifts. We've learned that nursing isn't just about checking vitals, but about connection, advocacy, and showing up when it matters most. We've also learned some universal truths. The call light will always go off at the worst time. The IV pump will never stay quiet, and somehow the one thing you need is always in the other supply room. So what's the recommendation? As we prepare for discharge from nursing school, that is, my recommendation is this. Let's continue to be safety monitors, patient advocates, and always willing to get the extra blanket. Let's support one another through long shifts, celebrate the small victories, and never lose our favorite pins. Let's remember to care for ourselves as much as we care for others, because even the best nurses need to recharge their batteries and occasionally check our own pulse. And most importantly, let's never forget why we started this journey: to make a difference and bring peace to those who need it most. In closing, I'd like to say to my cohort, it's been an honor to go through this unforgettable and slightly chaotic journey with you. To our families and professors, thank you for your endless support. We truly could not have done this without you. And to the future, we're ready. Maybe with a little imposter syndrome, definitely nerves, but absolutely eager for what comes next. Thank you, congratulations, and remember, we've got this because we're Ivy Leaguers. Thank you.
Today marks not just the completion of a program, but the celebration of a lifelong commitment to learning, care, compassion, and public service. Good evening to everyone gathered here to celebrate this meaningful moment, one that is unique to our nursing culture and recognizes the long, arduous clinical and academic journey we have endured to arrive at this hour. 4 years ago, I began my nursing journey from a hospital bed. As a result of addiction and declining physical and mental health, I was urged by my lifelong family nurse practitioner, no less, to admit myself for treatment. I was incredibly ill. Yet under the exceptional care of the providers and nurses at the University of Virginia, I would stabilize and was given something I had nearly lost, a second chance at life. That experience became more than just a turning point. It was a pivotal discovery of my calling. I was given the opportunity to atone for years of absent-mindedness, and more importantly, to emulate the same compassion, dignity, and exceptional care that I received with a promise, to imbue that spirit into my future practice as a nurse. From the time of my discharge, I did not lose momentum. I confirmed my acceptance into the practical nursing program at Piedmont, completed it with honors, and consecutively enrolled into the associate degree nursing program, determined to maintain my progress without losing sight of my mission or my genuine calling to the nursing profession. My wish has always been to bring clinical excellence together with compassion, to care not only for diagnosis, but for the unique stories, struggles, and strengths of each and every person that I encounter. Nursing at its heart is not simply about treating illness. It's about restoring dignity, offering hope, and standing beside individuals during their most vulnerable moments. And tonight, fellow nursing students, as we stand here together, I am reminded of your many stories, those that I've had the privilege of hearing personally. Some paths were straight, others winding. Some were filled with celebration and others with much adversity. Yet every path required resilience, sacrifice, and an unwavering commitment to serve others and uplift ourselves. To my classmates, it's been an honor to learn beside you, struggle beside you, and grow beside you. We've supported one another through long nights, difficult exams, emotional clinical days, and moments when we questioned it all, yet here we are. To our families, friends, and loved ones, thank you for believing in us, encouraging us, and carrying us when we needed strength. Today, this accomplishment belongs to you as much as it belongs to us. And to our instructors and mentors, thank you for not only shaping our knowledge, but our character. You've challenged us, inspired us, and prepared us to step forward with the necessary competence, compassion, and confidence to lead in this profession. 4 years ago, I began this journey from a hospital bed. Today, I stand before you ready to step into the role of nurse, not only with knowledge and skill, but with empathy shaped by experience, gratitude shaped by healing, and a commitment shaped by purpose. Congratulations to the class of 26. The future of nursing looks so promising because of you. And so I leave you with a few parting words, words that have carried me this far and with any luck a little bit further. Remain humble, for hubris can be as dangerous as ignorance. Remain ever curious, for questions often save more lives than answers. And greet every challenge as an opportunity, because in nursing, challenges have a habit of greeting you first. Thank you.
Thank you, Brittany, and thank you, Shane. So before we begin the pinning ceremony, we want to recognize the meaning behind the nursing pin, an important symbol of your dedication and entry into this profession. To share its significance, I'd like to invite Professor Alyssa Washington to read about the significance of the nursing pin.
everybody. The completion of any program of study merits a celebration, but this ceremony, called pinning, represents something unique to nursing, something near and dear to our hearts as nurse educators. So why a pin? In 1855, Queen Victoria presented Florence Nightingale with a pin for her service in Crimea. It contained the symbol of the Maltese cross and the words, "Blessed are the merciful." In 1880, the first nursing pins awarded in the United States were earned by the graduates of Bellevue Hospital School of Nursing in New York. Other schools of nursing followed, each designing their own unique pin. Before it was socially acceptable for women to attend college, before nursing established itself as an independent academic discipline, the pin represented the knowledge, skill, and dedication of the new nurse entering the profession. In 1974, the first graduating class of PVCC chose the design for our pin. It contains the emblem of the college, encircled by a ring of gold, symbolizing worthiness, and blue, symbolizing wisdom. No one knows what it's like to get through nursing school except those that have done it. It's more than a degree. The pin means you have endured and prevailed through many challenges. This pin means you are ready and able to enter a profession with a rich history and an exciting future. The pin says, "I'm a PVCC nurse." Wear it with pride. Now we will start the pinning process.
All right, and now we move into the moment you've all been waiting for, to see your children, sisters, brothers, mothers, fathers, friends, and colleagues and classmates receive their nursing pin. We are honored to welcome Professor Yasmin and Dean Moctezuma, who will be pinning our students as they cross the stage, while our President Jean Runyon offers each graduate a congratulatory handshake. We're also grateful for Professor Zanzel and Professor Hart, who will be reading our dedications to the pin during the special part of the ceremony. Let's begin this meaningful tradition.
Welcome, everybody. Our first graduate will be Allison Armstrong. I am dedicating my nursing pin to my mom and dad. Thank you for always believing in me, even on the days I doubted myself, who have been my biggest supporters through every step of this journey. And your constant encouragement has helped me push through the hardest days and reach this dream.
Next, we have Sarah Bartley. I want to thank my mom and nursing friends who have been my biggest supporters and the reason I've made it this far. You've heard I'm stressed countless times and still showed up for me. Thank you for your patience. Above all, God gave me strength when I had none.
Amanda Berg. I dedicate this achievement to my family, my friends, and especially my boyfriend, Stone. Your unwavering support carried me through every challenge. Each of you stood by me with love, encouragement, and patience. This journey would not have been possible without you all.
Jennifer Berg. First, I want to congratulate myself. You did it, girl. To Eddie, Taylor, and Riley, who endured all my tears, frustrations, late nights, and even the fend for yourself evenings, who believed in me and pushed me every step of the way. Thank you. Now let's live a little.
Maria Clara Amethyst Casas Brigado. Mom and Dad, thank you so much for supporting me through nursing school and listening to me during my good and bad days and believing in me during the days I didn't. You guys are my strength and inspiration. I love you guys.
James Beekner. Glory to God in the highest, an abundance of love and gratitude to all the two-legged and four-legged creatures who have been part of this great journey. Hallelujah!
Oh, you guys thank you.
Victoria Cabell. I first want to thank the Lord for allowing me to graduate nursing school. I want to thank my family and friends who helped me along the way. I want to thank my 2 daughters, Lanaya and Lanasia. Thank you for going through nursing school with me for a second time.
Ayana Calloway. I want to dedicate this to my incredible family. They've supported me during every stage of nursing school. The late nights, encouraging conversations, and tough moments have truly paid off. Thank you for your unwavering belief in me. I love you all.
Joshua Canyares. I would like to dedicate this to my fiance, my family, and my friends who have been so supportive throughout this journey. I would also like to thank Professor Zanzel and all my nursing professors for their efforts in helping me succeed in this program. Thank you all very much.
In Young Cha. I am deeply grateful to God for guiding me every step of the way, and to my husband and family for their unwavering support, love, and patience. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to the Kairos Group, Lori, and Jing Uk for their continued support and prayers.
Felicia Childress. Dedicated to my future patients and their families for entrusting me with their care, and to my high school sweetheart for working hard to support us during this time. Cheers to the future we are building. Thanks, Mom, Dad, and Lindsay for reminding me that I am smart and capable.
Shelby Clements. I dedicate this pen to my grandma, whose faith in me inspired every step of this journey. Thank you to Jason for love and support, my family for guidance, my girls for laughter, and my TCV Poe family for encouragement. I can't wait to be a nurse in the TCV ICU.
Melanie Cottrell. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, Anki, and Quizlet for supporting me through nursing school. I'm looking forward to working at UVA Health and starting on my Master's of Science in Nursing in the fall.
Bethany Dean. Commencement Day, the end of one journey and the beginning of the next. I wouldn't be standing here today if it weren't for my parents' and husband's encouragement and continued support. I'm dedicating this pen to my girls for all their sacrifices made throughout this program. Mommy's officially done. Sierra Densmore. Thank you to my children, Isaac and Allison. I wouldn't be here without them. And to my family, specifically my Nana, Meemaw, Dana, and Kaylee for rearranging schedules. Nursing coworkers, Karen, Ann, Courtney, Sophia, and Jenny. UVA Earn While You Learn program, Dean Moctezuma, and the UVA Primary Gynecology Clinic. Gynecology.
Riley Dottmeyer. I dedicate this pin to my husband Eric, my parents Jack and Tracy, my in-laws Steve and Jenny, my sister Caitlin, and the family, friends, and coworkers whose unwavering support and encouragement has carried me through and made this achievement possible. I could not have done this without you. Uriel Erririogu. I dedicate this achievement to God Almighty, my unfailing source of strength, to my beloved wife and our 2 sons. Thank you for your unwavering support and encouragement. I am grateful to PVCC and my professors for their guidance, and to my scholarship donors whose generosity made this journey possible.
Kristen Hatley. I dedicate this moment to God, who carried me through every challenge when I felt like giving up. To my family, friends, coworkers, classmates, and professors, thank you for believing in me when I struggled to believe in myself.
Kayla Holzapple. First and foremost, I give all glory to God, who gave me strength, comfort, and endurance throughout this journey. To my husband, Jacob, thank you for standing beside me every step. To my family, thank you for your prayers. And to my night cohort, I'm grateful we made it together.
Ashlyn Hughes. To my husband, thank you for your love, patience, and sacrifices so I could chase this dream. To my children, thank you for your patience and understanding. To my parents, thank you for your support. To family and friends, your pride and encouragement meant everything. Watch out, OR, here I come.
Sarah Jenkins. Thank you to my friends, family, and the friends I made in the program for helping me to survive nursing school and for the love, laughs, and support. Thank you to myself for surviving and for finally achieving this dream. Lastly, a shout out to my antidepressant, an underrated but essential part of this journey.
Ian Johnson. I would first like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing me with this accomplishment and for where I am standing today. I would also like to thank my family, friends, and extraordinary classmates for their support and encouragement throughout this step in my life. Thank y'all.
Janaea Jones. To my mom and grandma, thank you for your strength and prayers. To my sisters, Jada, Nakia, and my dynamic duo, thank you for always being there. And to my boyfriend, Hannibal, thank you for holding me up. Your love and support carried me through this journey. This achievement is ours. Andrea Hovell. I want to thank my family for their encouragement, for listening to me crash out almost daily, and for their willingness to sacrifice time with me while I got through school. Now that I don't have the schoolwork excuse, prepare to be sick of me.
Kelsey Keaton. Nursing school has challenged and shaped me in unexpected ways. I thank God for strength and guidance on this journey. I am grateful to my parents and fiance for their love and support, and proud of myself for the dedication, resilience, and hard work that brought me here. Lark Tyre. I dedicate this moment to my angels, my son, Prodigy, and my grandmother, Fonzie. To my parents, 4 sons, family, and friends, thank you. To everyone I called saying I was quitting nursing school because I was losing my mind, Thank you for believing in me and for your unwavering love and support.
Aiden Knight. I want to thank my family and my amazing best friends for standing by me through this journey. I wouldn't have been able to do this without all of your love and support. As we go forward, always remember Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you.
Christian Kutazi. To David, Bodie, and Miles, who kept me sane and well caffeinated, and to my garden and stack of unread books that I have kept waiting.
Danielle Langdon. I dedicate this to my family and friends who supported me through everything, especially when I was stressed, tired, or questioning my life choices. I couldn't have done it without your love, help, and humor. And to my weird little self for walking my own path.
Brittany Langford. I'm grateful to God, my family, especially my husband, my instructors, and myself, for strength, guidance, unwavering support, and the perseverance to achieve this dream. Shout out to Hudson, Caden, and Quinn. Dream big and work hard.
Thank you so much.
Good job.
We're so proud of you. Caitlin Lewis. To my parents, thank you for your love, sacrifices, and for always believing in me. To Ryan, thank you for standing beside me and pushing me to be my best. And to my friends, thank you for your laughter, support, and love. I wouldn't be here without you all.
Riley Lowe. I dedicate this pinning to my mom for her unconditional love, patience, and strength that carried me through this journey and never let me give up. To my boyfriend, John, thank you for standing beside me, pushing me when I needed it most, and bringing light to every hard day.
Savannah Marsh. I'd like to dedicate this pin to my dad, who I carry with me in everything I do, and to my family and friends who lifted me up when I needed it most. Your love gave me the strength to keep going.
Nikki Maupin. To my dad, though you're not physically here, I dedicate this pinning in honor of you. I kept my word. I know you're closer than ever. You taught me strength, compassion, and perseverance, which led me to this moment. This is for you. I'll carry your memory with me every patient encounter. Love you always.
Melanie Mays. I'm so thankful for all my family, friends, and coworkers. Your support, love, and encouragement are what got me here. A special thank you to Jason and Hunter, my biggest motivators, who sacrificed so much to help me get here and to make my dreams come true.
Emmeline Miller. I dedicate this pen to my sister, who has been my constant through every high and low. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, and gave me strength to keep going. I'm so grateful for you and honored to share this moment with you.
Julia Mix. I dedicate this pin to my family and friends whose unwavering support, encouragement, and belief in me have carried me through this journey, and to my Aunt Althea, whose strength and love continue to inspire me. Thank you for helping me become the nurse I am meant to be.
Susanna Zuzu Morel. Thank you to the women in my life who are my backbone, my mother, my grandmother, my sister, my partner, the lineage of women in healthcare that came before me and paved the way. Thank you to my friends who believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself.
Kathlena Morris. I dedicate this pin to my 3 daughters, Amaya, Michaela, and Mackenzie, and to my parents. To my children, let this pin be a symbol of dedication, resilience, and purpose, reminding you to stand strong and never lose your voice. To my parents, thanks for everything you have poured into me.
Leah Morris. Nursing school has shown me how unpredictable life can be. I dedicate this to my preceptors who taught me how to support others through change, and to my incredible family who have supported me through every challenge along the way.
Madison Music. I would love to thank everyone who supported me throughout this journey, but I especially dedicate this pin to my fiance, Drake, whose unconditional love and encouragement carried me through it all, and to my mom, Samantha, a nurse who guided me and inspired me every step of the way. Nairobi Nunez. I would like to thank my husband and my kids for being my #1 supporters. I also appreciate my mother and sister, who never hesitated to lend a hand when needed. Additionally, I would like to thank my professors, staff members, and clinical instructors for the great learning experience.
Caitlin Payne. To my husband, friends, UVA, Shane, Felicia, professors, and family, thank you for your support. To every young mother, never doubt yourself. You can achieve all of your dreams. With God, anything is possible. And to my boys, my greatest motivation, this is for you. Mama did it. Andrea Perkins. Today, I stand with gratitude, shaped by loss, perseverance, and faith. Though my son and mother are gone, they guide me. This journey was not easy, but I did not give up. I honored them through my strength. Thank you to my family, friends, co-workers, cohort, and professors for your support. Camden Pleasance. To my fiance, Cam, my stepson, Waylon, my nursing school trio, Shelby and Jay, my family, friends, co-workers, and preceptors. Thank you for your unwavering support, patience, and belief in me. This journey was never mine alone, and I share this achievement with you for never letting me give up. Carolyn Powell. I want to thank my husband for his support and encouragement throughout this journey. Stanley, thank you for being my rock. To my grandchildren, thank you for understanding when Granny had to study. Thank you, friends, family, work family, nursing queens, professors, and to Jesus Christ, I love you all.
Ahmad Kayami. I dedicate this pinning to my uncle Habib for always believing in me, even when I doubted myself. Thank you to my manager, Matthew, my colleague, April, and all my professors for your support and guidance. I couldn't have done this without you. Tiba Rizuki. I truly could not have done this without the support of my parents, my friends, sisters, coworkers, and teachers. Thank you all.
Aaron Rires. I dedicate this to my family, my true constants, to my mom and dad, who have supported, encouraged, and loved me through every high and low, to my friends, my ceaseless cheerleaders, and finally to my patients, the why behind my pursuit of nursing.
Khalees Robinson. To my brother, Kumau, who was murdered before he ever got a chance to go to college, and who is the reason I chose nursing. And to my daughter, Zyla, my strength and motivation, and to my family for their constant love and support.
Contessa Sancho. Honoring my grandmother and mom for their legacy of care. To Eli, Hayden, Haley, Zane, and Grace, your love fuels me. To my sisters and best friend, Anna Lee and Mario, thank you for your encouragement. Honored by the Monacan Indian Nation's support, I share this achievement with everyone.
Shane Shelton. I would like to thank my tribe, my two girls, Willow and Whitley, my ever-doting mother, family, friends, professors, mentors, and colleagues who have championed behind me through the years. I dedicate my pin to a lifelong commitment to being a safe place and a steadfast advocate for my community.
Lynette Shiflett. I thank my grandma for inspiring me to become a nurse. Thank you to my husband and kids for supporting me through school, especially waking me up in time to submit assignments. The rest of this cohort for always encouraging each other. Thank God for making it all possible.
Rebecca Smith. I am sincerely thankful to God, my family, friends, coworkers, professors, and especially my husband and children for their ongoing support. Your support helped my dream become a reality. I couldn't have done it without your wisdom and love. Thank you for always being there.
Savannah Smith. I dedicate this pin to my parents, whose support and belief in me made this possible. Thank you for standing by me and encouraging me to follow my dreams. I'm also grateful to everyone who supported me along the way.
Maggie Snyder. To my husband for being my steady support through every breakdown and late night study session. My family for keeping me running on support and encouragement, and everyone who had to hear me say, I can't do this for 2 years. Thank you for getting me here. I love you.
Krista Stewart. To my amazing husband, Ryan, thank you for your patience and encouragement throughout this journey. I am so grateful. To my children, Marvin and Isabella, you inspire me to work harder and dream bigger, reminding me it's never too late to begin something new.
Melissa Stone. Creed and Amelia, you are the reason I never gave up. Every long night and hard moment was for you. To my family and friends, thank you for lifting me when I couldn't stand on my own. To my instructors, thank you for guiding me. This moment belongs to all of us.
Taliba Tomarez. The most difficult conversation you will ever have will be with yourself. The most difficult choices you will make sometimes be internally by yourself. The hardest person you are ever going to be honest with is yourself. Don't trade authenticity for approval.
Scott Thompson. I would like to dedicate my pinning to my daughters, Shiloh and Sage, and my parents, Walt and Jane. These four have been there for me to support and encourage me. They make me want to work harder and constantly improve to make them proud.
Tiffany Trong. This milestone is for my friends and my bestie, Kayla. Thank you for keeping me sane, listening to my endless venting, and believing in me when I was exhausted. Your support means everything. I'm so lucky to have you in my corner. Let's celebrate.
Amber Valadez. I would like to dedicate this to my husband, my children, and my parents for all of their support. I know it hasn't been easy, but we finally made it. Thank you, and I love you all.
Jai Yun Zhao. Huge thanks to my mom and sister for keeping me sane, and my boyfriend for surviving my complaints. My study group carried me with endless guides and laughs, thanks to supportive professors too. And finally, a shout out to myself for fighting my bed every morning, discharge instructions, unlimited sleep until further notice.
Hello, everyone. I started with this cohort too, so you guys have a little piece of my heart. We both started PVCC at the same time. Okay, so I am Denise Chernitzer, assistant nursing professor, presenting awards today. At this time, we'll begin presentation of the nursing awards. First, we want to congratulate nursing students that were recognized during the 21st Annual PVCC Academic and Leadership Awards that was recently held on campus. We're proud to share that 4 of our students were recognized with awards. We extend our congratulations to these students for their outstanding achievement. Invite them to please stand and to be recognized. So, Sarah Moster received the Mary Lamb Wyatt Academic Award for Nursing. Olivia Vanderwall received the Award for Biology. Kristen Kutasi received the Leadership Award for Student Nurses Association. And Brittany Langford, who received the Distinguished Student Award, the highest honor presented by the college to a student. Congratulations, all, very well done. Okay, now to move on to our Penning Awards. We'll be recognizing 2 recipients for the Clinical Excellence Award and 1 student who has achieved the highest GPA through the nursing program. In addition, 1 student will receive the Nightingale Award. Professor Tanya Brown and myself have the privilege of presenting these awards today. So let's begin. Starting off with our clinical awards. The recipient for the clinical awards are chosen by their clinical preceptors and instructors. This award recognizes students who stand out in clinical environment through their compassion, critical thinking, unwavering commitment to patient-centered care. They exemplify professionalism, teamwork, a genuine capacity for a passion for nursing that positively impacts both the patients and the colleagues. For the Day Cohort Award, we want to congratulate Camden Pleasance. Okay. This is what Camden's preceptors had to say about her. Camden was a very motivated, professional student that cared deeply for her students and staff. She always took the initiative to answer questions from parents and learn anything she could concerning the care of the pediatric population. She was the most caring student I've ever had during all my precepting years. She shows great leadership and motivation to increase the quality of care to students and staff. We loved her. Sonia wanted to be here. Somebody who's sick and loves you, and she's you're welcome. Our evening cohort clinical award, we want to congratulate Christian Kudasi. You're welcome. Don't go anywhere, okay? This is what one of Christian's instructors had to say. Christian would always come prepared for clinical. She had great questions, great input, and served as an advocate for our patients, something that made her stand out above previous students that are precepted is the level of skill and knowledge that she brought from previous clinical experiences. It was an honor to be able to precept her, and know she'll do great things in nursing. And now Tanya Brown will come and present awards.
Hello, I'm Professor Tanya Brown. It is with great pleasure that I present today's award for academic excellence to the graduate with the highest cumulative grade point average. This is a remarkable achievement. The award signifies the graduate nurse I'm about to announce is exceptional. They have committed to the pursuit of a professional career while overcoming immense obstacles and also excelled in a very challenging program. It is indeed a remarkable accomplishment to achieve this recognition. Congratulations to Krista Stewart for receiving the highest cumulative GPA award. All right, for our next award, this is one of the most meaningful recognitions in nursing education, the Nightingale Award. This award is presented to the student who shines both in the classroom as well as the bedside. This student demonstrates exceptional clinical skills, academic dedication, and a deep compassion for others. They uplift their classmates, lead with humility, and embody the values and heart of a future nurse. They truly reflect the legacy of Florence Nightingale. We want to congratulate Ashlyn Hughes on this award. This is what her preceptor had to say about Ashlyn. Ashlyn always came to clinicals with a positive attitude and ready to learn. I was amazed how easily she connected with the patients. 99.9% of the time, she made the patients laugh and enhanced their experience during their infusions. She always showed confidence in what she was doing and was never afraid to ask questions. She communicated well with other nurses, pharmacists, and doctors regarding the patient's plans. Ashlyn will be an amazing nurse. Next, we present the Carol Clark Awards for Academic and Clinical Excellence. Established in 2021 by Friends of Carol Clark, this scholarship honors her lifelong dedication to nursing, as well as supporting students in Piedmont, Virginia, Community College's Associate's Degree Nursing Program. A former public health nurse, Carol Clark has remained a strong advocate for nursing education and workforce development, helping address the critical need for nurses in our community. Today, we proudly recognize 2 first-year students who exemplify outstanding academic and clinical achievement. Please join me in welcoming the scholarship's namesake, Ms. Carol Clark, to announce this year's recipients.
I'm a little shorter than I was last year. I want to first congratulate those sitting in the front rows on making it this far, and on your graduation later tonight, and on this very special pinning ceremony you've just experienced. Congratulations to the winners of the Academic, Clinical, and Leadership Awards. They bode well for your future in this wonderful profession. The pinning ceremony is a milestone and marks an achievement as a student nurse, and each program has its own distinctive pin. I have on 2 today, one from my alma mater, Duke University, which I earned, and one which this fine PVCC gave me last year, and I wear with great pride. There's a feeling of pride and accomplishment one feels to reach this point in one's nursing studies. Performance in the clinical and academic arenas as a first-year student can be stressful and overwhelming. Many of the nursing students at PVCC are enrolled to start a brand new career. Others have goals to reach the next level in their medical and nursing careers. Most have demanding roles outside of their student experience. Because of that, it is especially gratifying to be able to recognize 2 first-year students who have achieved remarkable success in their first year enrolled in the PVC nursing program. And as a side, I'd like to just say that I gave this award for the first time last year, and both of those students were recognized up here for different awards tonight. One was a speaker, and one, I think, Krista, did you get the academic award twice? Last year and this year? I don't know where she is, but congratulations to Shane and Krista for receiving those awards last year. Receiving recognition for outstanding achievement in clinical performance is no small feat. But when one realizes a childhood dream to become a nurse, that is special. Because of this, and her calm demeanor, eagerness in the clinical setting, and careful attention to detail, I am pleased to present the Keller Farmer Clark Scholarship for Outstanding Clinical Performance to Kelly Pedroza Matajasic. What impresses me the most about almost all the PVCC nursing students is what they sacrifice to attend nursing school and how many balls they have to keep up in the air to achieve their goals. Finding the time to study while performing in other demanding roles is a testament to the dedication to one's personal goals and the ability to achieve those goals. Our outstanding academic student has had a variety of career experiences and plays many roles in our community. But her most important role, in my estimation, since I am one, is that of grandmother. I am honored to present the award for academic excellence to Deborah Perez Reyes. Good luck next year. Thank you.
And now back to the stage, Professor Faison.
All righty. At this time, we will now recite the nursing pledge, led by nursing professor Tom Joyce. As you prepare to enter this profession, may these words serve as a reminder of the compassion, integrity, and dedication that define the calling of nursing.
Everybody, if you're trying to find this, it's on the back of your program at the end, okay? So we come to a most important part. I'd ask you nurses or prospective nurses to stand. Also anybody who is a nurse, both in faculty here or any of our guests, if you'd also stand and join with us, and we'll together recite this pledge. In full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skill and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, hold in confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and refraining from any action which might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the healthcare team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Nursing Ethics and to uphold the integrity of the professional nurse. Above all, I will heed the admonition of our sister Florence Nightingale. Live life while you have it. Life is a splendid gift. There's nothing small about it. Thank you all. You can be seated.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today to celebrate these incredible graduates. My name is Clarissa Moctezuma, and I have the honor of serving as the Associate Dean of Nursing at Piedmont Virginia Community College. Graduates, as we come to a close of this meaningful pinning ceremony, I want to take a moment to honor the incredible journey each of you has taken to reach this milestone. Today, you are not just receiving a symbol, a pin, but a representation of your commitment, your hard work, and your readiness to step into the noble profession of nursing. Nursing is a calling filled with challenges and immense rewards. It requires compassion, resilience, and a dedication to lifelong learning. With your pin, you carry the trust of your patients and the responsibility to advocate for their health and dignity. Remember that every patient you will encounter is a unique story that needs your care and respect. As you move forward, keep your passion alive. Continue to seek knowledge and never underestimate the power of kindness in your practice. We are proud of your achievements and excited to see the positive impact you will have on healthcare. Congratulations on reaching this pivotal moment, and best wishes as you embark on this remarkable journey as nurses. To family, friends, and colleagues who have joined us, thank you for your support of these wonderful students throughout their journey. They will continue to rely on you as they prepare for and pass their licensure exam and begin their careers as registered nurses. Graduates, thank you so much for allowing us to share in your celebration this afternoon. You have all worked so hard. Take today, and maybe another day or two, to rest, recharge, and revel in your successes. Then study hard and go crush the NCLEX. May you wear your pin with pride and carry the spirit of nursing in all that you do. And real quickly, before we wrap up, we'd like to give a special thank you again to Miss Carol Clark. Ms. Clark and her family have friends have been a wonderful support of our program and of you all as students. After the graduates file out, we would love for everyone to join us for light refreshments in the upper concourse near sections 305 and 306. The reception area is on the same level as the entrance you used to enter the arena. Guests, please remain seated until all graduates have left. Thank you all so much. Congratulations again.